people who have been doing mediations in mental health context. So mediation does seem to happen a lot in a variety of contexts. One that comes up a lot is termination of parental rights. So a lot of times there are people who have lost their children and they have mental illness, and that gets cited as a reason for why they lost their children. And so that becomes a subject of the mediation. It comes up a lot in discrimination mediations or employment cases where maybe someone was looking for some kind of workplace accommodation because of their disability, and that puts the mental illness onto the table. Sometimes it comes up when people are in some kind of fight and someone uses it as ammunition against somebody else. So maybe a family member accuses another family member of having a mental illness during a mediation in order to discredit them. So sometimes it's not disclosed by the person who has the illness, but it's disclosed by whoever they're mediating against. So there's a lot of different ways that mental illness definitely does happen in a lot of mediations. And I like to collect stories of people doing that. What's rarer and what I haven't seen much of is when mediators say one case in which they're happy to help mediate is a discussion related to mental health and sort of market their services towards mental health. So there are special education mediations where people are debating what kinds of individualized education plans are going to be helpful for people who have different conditions. But there aren't a lot of situations where people are encouraging someone with mental health conflicts to come into a mediation to get that conflict resolved. It winds up being an ancillary issue that comes up very often, but not something that becomes a target of a lot of mediation centers. So that's what I meant by saying the cases are pretty rare. When I was originally trained as a mediator at the New York Peace Institute, I